run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go. 18th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
So you got
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A toss to Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Let's go!
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. Very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back to throw now on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Smith, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Smith now to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Smith now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Smith. Open man is Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins have taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity.
He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On 2nd down, Peterson, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Doxson. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And escapes the sack. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. He'll drop to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Bailey got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On the carry, Thompson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they'll square off against the L.A. Chargers. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well. One being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, in the NFL's 100th season, it's the rematch of what became the very first Super Bowl, Packers and Chiefs from Arrowhead Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
Do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the carry, it's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
On deck, defense, on deck, on deck. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit us first. Now this from 43. Bailey's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20 to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A gain of 6 there on first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first and 10, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
You got it. You got it.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. Because sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. On first down, it's Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Back to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. This is caught inside the 15. A big pickup of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Smith on first down. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ryan Kerrigan able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis on second down now. It's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
51 the mic, boy, 51. I'm coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. After the interception, here's Smith. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Smith. He's got it complete to Thompson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now back to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this one complete to Reed. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To throw is Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Thompson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll look to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown.
Smith's pass complete to Paul Richardson. Touchdown, Washington.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement, people wanna know when Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side.